netizens, welcome to another episode of News Analysis. Now, if you're just joining this channel for the first time, a special welcome to you. Hit that subscription button so you can get current news and current updates, so you can get trending notifications as the news roll in. So what's happening on today's episode? If you're already a follower, you know how we do things here. Let's get the ball rolling. Today's episode, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has reportedly ordered the reinstatement of Mudashiru Obasa as the Lagos Assembly Speaker. President Bola Tinubu has opened pressure on members of the Lagos State House of Assembly to allow the return of Obasa as Speaker. People familiar with the development have told the People's Gazette 3 weeks after an impeachment that sent shockwaves throughout the nation. The Nigerian leader said this weekend that lawmakers should be prepared to let Mr. Obasa return because the political price for his removal could potentially outweigh the benefits of punishing his excesses, which bordered largely on corruption and abuse of office, two people said. All but 2 of the 40-member legislature are members of the ruling All Progressive Congress. The president has sent instruction that they should start preparing to let him come back. A senior Lagos politician who participated in a series of meetings this weekend said the president said that Obasa will spend only a short time before resigning on his own terms. He has also agreed to let him come back to give him a soft landing that he told us he deserved this because of the serious political consequences of allowing this matter to endure. The politician said anonymously to discuss the minutes of internal political deliberation. It would do it differently if you asked me to be the ultimate decision maker in this matter. This inside source said more information would have been given, but it is illegal to discuss the internal affairs of a political party. However, some lawmakers said his return would be difficult for those who participated in his impeachment, especially those who calculated copies of the Gazette story that preceded it. According to these people, he said, "We are afraid that bringing him back will be like trying to pacify a snake after its head was cut off. Its venom will be super deadly." So many of those that joined to impeach Obasa are actually afraid that when he comes, he might come after them, and therefore they are trying to save their head, calling on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to reverse this, he has said. Another senior political operative in Lagos told the Gazette the president had summoned a meeting in Abuja on Monday where those not already on board would be exalted. He said many of us have agreed that he should be allowed to return because we can only see the beginning of this flight, but not how it may end. The politicians also added that the meeting, which was scheduled to hold for Monday, and which some of them might not be even around but might still be in Lagos, will still hold, and they have given in to the president's demand that Obasa be reinstated. On January 13th, Mr. Obasa, as we know, was removed as Speaker after lawmakers learned through the Gazette's reporting that he had looted billions in procurement allocation for vehicles and other items they didn't receive. Last bat Mojisola Miranda was immediately named as his replacement. However, officials said that she had seemingly allowed Mr. Obasa to intimidate her in her new role, even though she had the backing of at least 32 out of the state's 40 legislators. Since January 13th, when Mrs. Miranda was inaugurated as Speaker, she has not been allowed to move into the official residence along Joel Ogunnaike Ikeja GRA. The Gazette was told that Mr. Obasa, who was in the United States during his impeachment, went directly to the Speaker's Lodge when he landed in Abuja from Atlanta and later triumphantly returned to Lagos. Upon his return, he denounced his impeachment as illegal and vowed to remain in office. He said they should not let him enter the political official lodge to remove his personal belongings. A source also said that he refused to vacate the place and the Madam Speaker was too afraid to take over from him. It was unclear what influence Remi Tinubu had on her husband's decision to push lawmakers to reinstate Mr. Obasa. This came days after the Gazette reported that the First Lady stopped the anti-corruption agency EFCC from arresting the embattled politician. However, she said an investigation into his use of public funds in Lagos may still proceed. Mr. Tinubu moved to reinstate Mr. Obasa should expand fixtures within the Lagos political settle. But the president's grip on the state's politics might mean that no lawmaker would be able to risk their stand against him. A presidential spokesman told the Gazette on Sunday morning that he was unaware of the president's directive to Lagos lawmakers. Mr. Obasa and Mrs. Merenda declined to comment regarding this issue. The Gazette also learned that Mr. Obasa met Governor J.D. Sanwo-Olu in Marina on Saturday to finalize his return as Speaker. Now this update might come next week and his reinstatement might follow suit. This has been confirmed that the president has actually asked him to come back. Netizens are actually confused and perplexed. Does the president hold so much power? Indeed, even if he does, is this the right thing to do? Are Nigerians now being appointed or elected based on just merits? Someone that has criminal charges, has charged with EFCC and other bodies, someone that is still undergoing investigation, is being reinstated after his impeachment? On what grounds? This netizen said, why will one or two persons trample upon people's rights? Democracy is totally dead in Nigeria. Another netizen said the story cannot be true. If it is true, then democracy has lost her beauty in this country. This netizen said, is Tinubu the law or constitution himself ordering for such things? Another netizen said, this has to be fake news. Because what? Is there even still a constitution in this country? This netizen said, if he could give his directive to Lagos, why did he refuse to give directives to Rivers State? Another netizen said, it won't happen, no. Reinstalling him so that what can happen? It was reported. The source should not be trusted. Presidents cannot order such things when the constitutional requirement for removing a speaker has been honored. Because what the hell is going on here? This netizen said, Mr. President, I respect you so much. I wouldn't have expected you to have handed this over to him. But you said you are fighting corruption, sir. How then do you support corrupt practices? You should have allowed the law to take its full course. Anyhow, from next week, we go know whether true he was reinstalled into power or not. But what is your take on this? Do you think the president has done the right thing, giving in to the whims of his wife? Drop your comments in the comment section below so we can know what you think about this issue. And if you're still yet to subscribe, now this plane has not taken off because you haven't subscribed yet. Sister, hit that notification button. Brother, hit that subscription button so that this plane can take off.